Black Clover. This is Black Clover chapter 349, Asta versus Sister Lily. Last we left off, Asta has conquered his inner demons and is now facing off confident as ever, and has defeated the Beast Paladin, the Beast Magic Paladin, and cut out all the evil Paladin juice out of his system, turning him kind of knocked out. Not dead, that's for sure.
But she for sure isn't dead. Asta don't do that.
No, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he'll fuck you.
But yeah, this chapter starts out with Asta setting his sights on Sister Lily. Meanwhile, the strongest member of the Ryuzen 7 pulls up to the other dude paladin, the remaining paladin. I forget his name. I know he's a character that was previously established, but I forget his name. But yeah, Sister Lily is looking down on Asta and Asta's like, she's like, "Why are you alive?" Asta is like, "Well, the people here saved me, and didn't you send me here on purpose?" And she's like, "I definitely didn't." And he's like, "Well, even if you're being controlled, there's no way you would kill us." And man, Sister Lily is pressed this entire chapter. She's like, "I am not being controlled. If you're alive, it's a problem for us, Asta." And she sends a giant water fist over to Asta. Asta actually remembers this water fist from
punch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a moment.
Oh yeah, damn. It's not a rocket punch, it's a water punch, unfortunately.
It's a projectile punch. That's always.
We're gonna do that for every projectile punch? All right, I'll take it.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's fine.
I just dropped it.
I don't know what you were looking at before, but I love where you're frozen at.
Yeah. Are you frozen?
You're frozen right now?
Oh yeah, you're frozen.
Oh
my You're not even facing.
My dogs.
Brian's head is doing a complete 180.
You know what's funny is that my camera's acted up last week and I froze a couple times during the episode.
Brian's head was twisting around like a Looney Tune character. Like that was abnormal.
Yeah.
Like Plastic Man.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Reed Richards.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm stalling until Brian gets back. Or we can just keep the bus rolling.
He'll be back. Yeah, Brian, if you are you back?
Yeah.
He's back, baby. She launches a projectile fist over to Asta. Asta actually remembers this fist from way back in chapter 1. This is like
the first chapter.
Yep, the very first chapter. And Asta cuts straight through it because she's like, "Oh, that's how I know she's playing around. This is her gag." Asta, you creepo fist.
Mm-hmm.
And he cuts straight through it. And Lily is still pressed. She's like, unless Asta is mobilized, 4 spatial powers won't work. And she just yells like, "Why didn't you die back then?" And she combines her spatial magic with water magic. And shoots a special beam cannon right at him. And
she starts shooting ice beams at the niggas.
Yeah. And she gets like little flashbacks to Asta as a little boy. And she's like, "This is for the world's sake, please die, Asta." He's like, "I'm not letting you kill me, sister," which is valid argument, to be honest. One of Asta's most sobering arguments against being killed. He's like, I'm not gonna let you murder me. And Sister Lily starts crying, and she's just like, "It's not as if I want to." And at that point, Asta realizes, like, "Ooh, now I know that this Lucius guy is a piece of shit."
They're conditioned to believe he's right, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not with their own opinion. They're sheep.
Yeah, they're not different people. They're just like being controlled by Lucius at the end. And she unleashes a bunch of ice beams, I guess.
She is beaming, bro.
She is beaming hard.
Beaming and blasting.
Yeah, beaming and blasting and crying. Pew pew.
She's missing all her shit.
Oh
This
yeah.
is looking like Star Wars, my nigga.
Yeah, and he's basically fighting the Death Star right now. He's like, please, Asta, just die. And Asta's just thinking to himself, is like, there's no way this is right. I am never gonna forgive you. As he comes in and he slashes sister, freeing her from the paladin magic as she falls, and you see one of her eyes return kind of back to normal while the other is still paladinized.
Oh.
And that's where the chapter ends, as Sister Lily starts falling to the ground and I guess transforming back into her regular form, as all the paladin juice is getting like gutted from her system.
Yep.
And that's where the chapter ends. Josh, what did you think about Black Clover chapter 349?
This was a brief chapter, but it got straight to the point. I guess it didn't need to be dragged this much. This was a chapter where the art was really good, in my opinion. It was very consistent. He had a lot of big panels, and he made it work. So, good on you, Black Clover. You see, a series like My Hero Academia, the art is always so fucking good that it's just hard to even comment on it without just saying, like, it's amazing, you know? So, what other series that aren't like, like top tier art, and let's be clear, all these guys are amazing artists, great at what they're doing, but we have our preferences and think that certain people are a little bit better than others. That said, Black Clover is not always that consistent, but this was page after page after page. Nothing looked wonky, and sometimes Black Clover can be a little wonky. Regardless, I think it was interesting that we learned that, all right, what's going on with these paladins is that it's not that they're completely being like, they're still them. They're still people. They're still the people, and they still have the same personality. They just happen to believe that Lucius is right above all other things. Like, Lucius is right more so than knowing that we need oxygen to breathe. Like, if Lucius was like, you don't need to breathe anymore, they would stop breathing.
Yeah,
even though they're like, this is bad. I feel like I'm dying. But Lucius is right. So yeah, I think that was made really clear for us. Boy, did I mention the art?
Yes.
Look at that slash on his sister. I'd like to get the stats on how much older sister is than Asta at this moment. What's the? Because I don't know. Is this gonna cross over into I have admiration for you, little bro? Or is this gonna be like?
I don't think they're gonna be real love interests, because I think that's for I think that's for Noelle. Noelle is Asta's love interest, I think.
Is Noelle and that other girl sisters?
Which other girl?
Mimosa?
Noelle, I don't think
Mimosa are sisters? No, they're not part of the same family, right?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Okay. You cannot rule out the possibility that they may become lesbians and fall in love with each other.
Well,
it can't be ruled out in a series like Black Clover.
I guess not. I suppose that you can't rule it out.
I think this series is ripe for some LGBTQ action.
Sure, I'll take it. I doubt it'll happen, but it would be wild. It would be pretty good. Two good characters, to be honest. I like Mimosa and Noelle.
Yeah, I actually do think they're both pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't want to drag this. That was my thoughts. I like the fucking chapter.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's not on break.
Yeah. On the note of the art, I think Tabata is like most improved manga artist of everybody we cover, because not that his art was ever bad, but there's a clear jump in the quality of his art from when he started to now, and he's such a good artist. He's always been
runner up, but had to be Undead, because man, that shit got way better over time.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless.
Yeah. I really like this chapter quite a bit. I agree the art is pretty awesome all the way through. I I do love this little like reaching out to sister on the inside and like freeing her this way. Yeah, it was just a big cool like kind of battle chapter between these characters, and um I'm glad that Asta was able to save her. I didn't think it would happen this soon, to be honest. But I it did happen and it was pretty cool. But I don't have much to say about it. It was a lot of big panels and a lot of stuff going on, but I really enjoyed it. I wonder what this is going to mean later on for the series, in terms of sister. I and the other paladins, they're going to be good guys now or something. Do we have you rule be a good guy now? Probably.
No.
Why not?
Who was the guy that in the beginning that he remembered Asta, I guess, obliterating him
Yeah.
with the berserker sword? Who was that?
I forget his name. He was one like early on in the series.
Damn. I wonder if that's who.
I'm sure Southwind will remind us if he hears.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wonder if that's who Southwind was talking about.
Yeah.
But he mentioned something about the beast magic, so whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about Black Clover. I enjoyed this chapter a lot. I think I'm excited to see what happens next for Black Clover.